we've discussed on this channel at great nauseum how there are certain white people out there that exist who are desperate to try to get other ethnicities, nationalities, and races, whatever word you want to use, to look at them and say, hey, we're not as bad as our ancestors of the past, and we are different. We are more unified, and we are more happy, and we are wanting peace. And they go to great lengths to try to prove it by grandstanding, by getting on their knees, by paying people in order to just be called racist and evil and mean, thinking that that's going to be the lucrative business model. There are even whites out there who get on camera and say the most wild things about other white people, thinking that someone melanated such as myself will sit there and say, oh, I'm so proud of you for saying these things about all these other white people. Here's your celebratory pat on the head, darling, and I will make sure that when we strike first, you will be saved.
You know what? While we're on the topic of how white people are just fucking the world up for everyone, you're not one of the good white people. There are no good white people. There are only anti-racist white people and racist white people. Anti-racism is a lifelong project, and the end goal is not for you to be good. It's for society to be good. Decenter yourself. Do the work. It's hard. You're going to get it wrong. But if you are not out there every day actively trying to understand, you're not a good white person. Stop patting yourself on the back. Stop congratulating each other. Stop separating us from the bad white people. Don't sit out there in comments and say, we don't claim them. We are them. We are them. We are the ones shooting up schools. We are the ones raping people. We are the ones enslaving people. We are. We're them.
But as a well-educated, melanated individual such as myself, all I think to myself is, damn, aren't you also what you're just accusing all of these other people for? And aren't you also just this evil? Because you sat there and said white people do this, and you might have thought that that was going to save you, but I'm looking at your creamy skin, and I'm thinking you're getting ready to strike me at a moment's notice. And it's led to people having all these conversations that are absolutely pointless about how people could get along and how people could actually have a backbone and how people could actually be decent human beings on this earth. And I've thrown out the conspiracy theory that, you know what, all it takes is looking at history, seeing how bad the past was, and saying, I don't want to be a part of that, and just being a better human being. And it didn't take any money for anyone to give me in order to reach that conclusion. All it took was a little bit of fucking brain power. But I understand that everyone doesn't align with that type of idea, and they strategize all these different ways to save white people in all these different assets. And maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just because I'm a little bit of a knee-jerk reactor, but I would like to just say, or maybe I would just like to throw out for everyone watching, killing your two white parents in an effort to maybe gain their life insurance money to hire someone to kill Trump, who is also white, is not going to, and I quote, save the white race.
A Wisconsin teenager is accused of murdering his parents as part of a plot to assassinate President Trump and bring down the government. Prosecutors say 17-year-old Nikita Kasub killed his mother and stepfather inside their Waukesha home back in February, stole his parents' car, and left with the family dog. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Department says the bodies of 51-year-old Donald Mayer and 35-year-old Tatiana Kasub were discovered on March 1st during a welfare check.
The body was appeared to have been deceased for some time, was unable to definitively identify who it was.
Law enforcement arrested Kasub 2 weeks later during a traffic stop in Kansas. Officers say they found a handgun, pried open safe, jewelry, and $14,000 cash inside the car. Investigators also say they found documents on his phone calling for the assassination of the President of the United States in order to foment a political revolution. Officials go on to claim Kasub killed his parents as a part of an effort to obtain the financial means and autonomy necessary to carry out his plan. According to federal documents filed in court, Kasub shared the views of an extreme neo-Nazi group described as a satanic cult. Kossub faces 9 felony charges, including 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, but prosecutors hinted there could be more charges.
According to prosecutors, the teenager stayed inside the home with their bodies for 12 days. The motive for the murders, according to the federal warrant, was to use that money to fund a plan calling for the president's assassination, to, quote, foment a political revolution in the United States and save the white race. According to the records, Kossub shared an affinity for the neo-Nazi group, the Order of Nine Angles. And they also reference a 3-page manifesto quoted as saying, as to why, specifically Trump, I think it's obvious. By getting rid of the president and perhaps the vice president, that is guaranteed to bring some chaos. The records show Kossub on the platforms TikTok and Telegram discussed buying a drone to use in an attack. And investigators say he told a classmate, quote, when they saw 10 consecutive attacks in the news, it would have been him.
I am going to choose my next words very carefully because I don't want anyone to think any other way than how I'm going to present these words. I am no political strategist. I am no war expert. I am no war strategist. I am no civil rights leader. I am no civil rights attendee. I barely know how to operate a tire iron. I don't think you can save a race of people by killing the exact same race of people, thinking that that's going to get people to come to the forefront and understand your fucking plight as you sit there pimple-faced as fuck waiting for Big Tyrone to just touch you on your shoulder really fast just to see what's up and to offer you a Pop-Tart on your bedsheet. You cannot have these conversations thinking that you're the only one and the great messiah who could save everyone from everything. You cannot be so convoluted in your mind and not have conversations with people who think differently and just sit in your fucking closet all day consuming a bunch of doom-scrolling media thinking, yes, it is I who could save us from all the indoctrination that exists in the world. You cannot fester in a bubble where you are hearing nothing but the same thing over and 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 over again, thinking, yes, my one idea is going to make everything better and no one can contest me. When I hear someone come up with an idea to save the white race and they act upon it by trying to get the life insurance of their fucking white parents by killing them, I think, damn, you didn't think this plan all the way through. I think, damn, you're some dumbass who has a lot going on up here and doesn't really know how to process it, doesn't really know how to deal with it, doesn't really know how to make things better for himself, so you just doom scroll online all fucking day and you fell down the rabbit hole you're not supposed to fall down and you thought what you did was the right thing to do, and now you're sitting there stone-faced, dick look in hand, thinking, I don't know how I got here. Well, I and all of these people watching know how you got here. It's by being a dumbass who decided I'm going to kill a bunch of people. The last time we talked about this, we had a guy who was spouting a bunch of conspiracy theories about politics, thinking I'm gonna cut my dad's head clean off the body, and that's going to be the thing that's going to get people to understand all the issues in the world. No, it's going to take everyone away from those issues to focus on you for the moment and then go right back to talking about these issues and being divisive. There is no true way to end divisiveness in this world. As much as people want to have all this great hope and all this great perspective and all this great clairvoyance, it's never going to happen. There's always going to be something to divide people, from politics to sports to, in the next 5 seconds, me saying I put ketchup in the pantry, and if you put it in the refrigerator, you are an evil human being who deserves nothing but the worst in the world. See how divided I have made people just off that one statement alone? It's always going to be there. And as much as people want to try to unify people and have all these great ideas, killing your parents is not going to bring people together. It's not going to galvanize the white people to understand, hey, we need to work better for ourselves. It's going to make the white people come together and say, yeah, we don't want that around us. Go ahead and put that in jail, because that's not what we co-sign and sign up for. And if there are individuals that do sign up for that, put them in jail also, because we're trying to at least make this world a tad bit better so that we could just be comfortable, even though it's kind of shit right now. We're trying, And this is really just a waste of our time. But I want to end the video like this. You can have all the disagreements in the world. You could look at the world as this great cesspool and nothing's getting better for you or the people around you, or you're scared for the next generation. I would just like for you to, if you have an idea on what you think might help the world for the here and now or for the future, just like relax just a little bit and think about it. Say that idea out loud and then say it to other people and get their reactions, because if they give you a positive reaction, maybe it's a good idea. If they raise their eyebrows at you or if they start calling the police, you have a pretty bad fucking idea on your hands. And I would just like to say, I believe for the third time in this video, killing your family is never going to do anything positive that you thought it would in your mind. It's just going to put you behind bars and make the rest of us feel safe that we don't have to deal with a pimple-faced fuck and his fucking ideas. Subscribe to the channel, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. Mwah! Goodbye.